Saturday, why not make some hay while the sun shines, as the saying goes. And clearly, the sheer willpower of the people of Przemysl has forced away the rain clouds and just a refusal to accept that today was going to be a write-off. Whether the rain clouds actually come back with a vengeance tomorrow, as I suspect they might, well, it remains to be seen. But I'm very grateful I've been able to take this walkie-talkie around the starry miasto. Nearly said misto then, thinking I was in Ukraine. God, these Slavic languages. Oh. Well, yeah, it's a small old town, but there are some nice little side streets and all kinds of bits and pieces of architecture. Yes. Przemysl, I like you. There, I've said it. Cherry love. And if you're thinking all the architecture in Przemysl is pretty much, yeah, of a period, you might want to think again. Some cutting edge curves. And over there's a building, and I think it might be a museum. It's an ugly thing, but it's what's inside a museum that really counts, eh? If you're inclined to give it a whirl and find out more about the history of Przemysl and the surrounding area, that big white building, all modern and out of place in some ways, it stands out in its own right as the National Museum of the Przemysl land. Yep, it's another little bear. If you're in Wrocław, Poland, over in the southwest, you've got gnomes to go hunting. Here in Przemysl, in the southeast of Poland, you can check out, tick off and photograph all the little bears you see. And on the subject of animals, was that a horse? Was it a dog? Was it something else? It's lost its head. May have deliberately got a docked tail, or perhaps the end of that tail fell off as well. Dziwne. Yesteryear and today. And a nice bear with two cubs. Thank you very much, Przemysl. Who doesn't like crisscrossing old towns? It is indeed. Noticed in profile, it must be him, Józef Pilsudskiego. Sometimes it does pay off to take the lesser trodden path. Yes, I'm not going to mention the Marshal again. I'll let you go back to review the Warszawa, Warsaw videos, if you're inclined to, if you want to hear a bit more about him. That's actually an advertisement for the museum, by the looks of things, celebrating 110 years of it. But hang on, that museum building isn't 110 years old, the exterior of it isn't, but maybe what they did was perhaps an elaborate mashup of I'm as chuffed as monkeys anyway. And if you need to buy some inexpensive clothing items, I would suggest Hinsky Market. I think that's going to be a good price place. In fact, as I've lost a pair of underpants recently, yes, I've lost them, I hung them up to dry somewhere, can't remember where, and then I left them. I forgot to take them in the morning. My own fault. So I'm going to have a look in the Hinsky Market, but I won't film it obviously, because otherwise I don't think the Chinese people will be very happy with me. Ooh, what's this? Spotkania za historia I sztuka. Meeting of history and art. Interested? Well, if you are, you might be in the right place. And who have we got lurking in the shadows? Pan Osinski, architect, director of the museum. How much, if anything, he had to do with this modern design? I think precious little, because I'm guessing this is how he envisaged it turning out and how it perhaps once was. But maybe if there was significant damage during the Second World War, somebody had to do something to rebuild it. Monday closed. It is open Sunday, and I'm going to hold this for tomorrow because Sunday open 11 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. That could be a useful fallback if it does rain tomorrow. It's not rained today, apart from that 2 minutes earlier this morning. Therefore, I think it would be wise, because I'll kick myself if I go in today. I've got absolutely plenty of time today. Jesus and Begorra. I'm on the bus tomorrow. It's the little bears again. Another little bear. The emblem of the city. There's probably an official bear trail, so if you've got kids, or if you're a kid at heart, you might like asking tourist information in Przemysl. Hey, is there actually a sort of little bear trail I can walk along to discover all the little bronzes of bears? Eclectic mix. Yes, that's what we say about architecture like this. Eclectic mix. Superb. And it appears we have a shy little bear. Another handsome door. Right in there, only about a 5 to 10 minute walk from the hostel back towards the river is the Biedronka. Very useful little supermarket I would suggest you try out if you're staying in the neighbourhood. And it's funny, sometimes it's only when you cross over the road and walk down the opposite side to which you're accustomed to walking that you suddenly realise there are some strange looking buildings around. But if you are staying at the hostel where I'm staying, instead of thinking, oh no, Sunday everything's closed, I've got a nice surprise for you. I've just discovered this delicatessen called Piotrusz Pan. Peter Pan. Nice little grocery store. It's actually open on Sunday. This caught my eye. I think, no, it's 66 Słowackiego. And obviously the Hebrew letters make me think this goes back a way. What an interesting looking building. I wonder what it once was. Here it is from the other side. Oh. Spooky. Right in the middle of this circle. Thanks ever so much for walking with me. Perhaps you were doing some talking as we went along as well. I know I was doing a lot of talking, but then I always do. A nice walkie-talkie from Przemysl here in the deep southeast of Poland. Meanwhile, if you like this, what you've seen, what you've heard, feel free to like. And if you haven't subscribed already and you feel inclined to do me a favour, and maybe yourself a favour, that's debatable, isn't it? Go on, hit the subscribe button, you know you want to. Bye for now. Oh look, more. And there's ice cream.